Good evening, FPL managers. How are you all? Welcome to another episode of FPL Ambassadors show. It's been quite long international break, but we are glad to be back this evening. The FPL Ambassadors, we are here. Marlvin, how are you and how do you feel?
I'm great. Good to be back. I think I've missed a couple of episodes, and I'm looking forward to the weeks ahead because of a bomb last week that I and I'm sure a lot of managers had. So I'm looking forward to getting that out of my
Okay,
mind and
okay,
for better weeks ahead.
okay, okay. Not bad then. So we would move on. This week is all about Mo Salah. You know, Mo Salah was the guy who saved our game weeks last week. In fact, the last game week looks so far ago that
Yeah.
quite interesting there. But nobody really expected him to hit against City, though we knew he can do
Yeah.
something, but not the 13 pointers against the popular captains that we were all looking for. Ronaldo, Lukaku, Antonio, all
Yes.
disappointed. So
And a
um,
great defense from City as well.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So we'll move on with the show, episode 16. By God's grace, we are moving on. We are moving on and on. Will you talk about this for us?
Yes, sure. So, as we've been stating over the weeks, we want you to subscribe to our channel. The code has been specified UHFZZC. Subscribe, like the page. Of all the YouTube algorithms, that's the way in which we can go further with um, our streams as well. So we just want you to join. We want you to share the page. We want you to like the page so that we can also get some more popularity with the FPL Ambassador show. So please like our page. Please share the page. Please join and let us enjoy our shows together. Yes.
Okay. Great. So please let's subscribe and let's help grow the channel together. We are on 198. You have been at 190 for a while, but we
We
want to
need
move on.
two more, just two more subscribers
Two
to hit
more, two
200.
more,
Two
two more
more.
subscribers,
Right,
two
two
more
more.
subscribers to hit yes. So we'll make it just a quick brush through this one. Roland's team. Roland will join us. He's been caught up in an important assignment. He'll join us through the stream. So Roland had 46 points. He took a minus for Ronaldo's benching. Ole. Oh, Ole. No, but
Ah,
funny enough, some people had some early news that Ronaldo might be
yes,
benched, though. Some
yes, it's true.
insiders, but what can you
Mm.
do? You
Everybody
just
thought Ronaldo is Ronaldo, so I mean, even if
Ronaldo is
he comes off
Ronaldo.
the bench, he will do a
Yeah.
great job. But
In fact,
that wasn't the case.
for
Who did they even play? I've forgotten. Who did they even play?
Everton,
Everton, and they
early
have
kickoff.
a good record against Everton. So I think
Sure. So,
every
hmm,
every everyone
oh,
wanted
Ole, oh.
some Ronaldo points, but clearly that didn't happen.
Yeah. So Roland dropped to 17,707. I with hmm, I don't want to talk about Ole. I don't want to, but yes, you're talking about the king coming from the bench. As soon as he was not starting, I told myself I won't give myself any hope that he will come from the bench. Because sometimes you have that hope. Oh, you come and score. You'll be
Yeah,
waiting. I said, hey, master, I did go from the start. I won't have any hopes at all. So I
yeah,
told
yeah,
people, hey, maybe it will go on work. So this is also mine. Ronaldo captain. So Salah looked like the best captain for the week, but all of us, I was telling Willa something that as I was looking at my team and game week 7, anytime I look at a team, I thought something like Cap Salah, not like Captain Salah. I had that kind of thing. There are certain weeks, though there's the obvious captain logically. I always see my eye always goes to that player. Last year
yeah.
was with Storm in a double game week whereby I triple captain Calvert Lewin, and Calvert Lewin messed me up.
Oh yeah, me too. I was to say I
Yes,
also captain, triple
yes,
captain.
yeah. So
Never again.
anytime I looked at my team for that week, my eye pointed to Son. I was like, oh, Master. So Roland says that now, anytime that happens, yeah, Roland is coming on. Oh.
Aspila Quetta, the man with the vision. The man with the vision.
What's up?
Charlie, we just finished your team, but Charlie, talk about your team. We usually talk about your team.
So we just talk about it. You know, Aspi was the main man.
Yeah. I didn't see the man with the tactical eyes.
The way boys went for Alonso, it beat me past.
Charlie. Let's go to mine. Alonso 0. You see the 0 there? Alonso 0. 0 plus and minus 4. Charlie. But how you go do that? We'll just move on.
Charlie.
So it looks like after my wild card, instead of me going for it, I'm rather going back in the ranking. Now almost at 1.3 billion and stuff
at
like
least
that.
You did well with the Watkins move. I think you've jumped on Watkins possibly ahead of the so that's
I was telling Rowland that Aston Villa faced Man United the previous week, and I realized how Watkins was getting the chances. Though we always say Watkins' finish is not the very best, but to be getting such chances against Man U and then to just hit all those balls just means that in the other weaker games he will surely be in those very good positions relative compared to Danny Ings. So I said, no, Charlie, let me make the move as I wanted Alonso, and then Alonso did that. Marlvin, let me tell you one thing before you look at your team. You know what? When I was preparing the slides, I checked. I check yours first and I check Rowland before I do mine. So I checked Marlvin had it and I said, Marlvin, this is going to be a crowd. Yeah, and I went to mine. I forgot if I score. When I went, I looked at mine, and mine was 39. I said,
that's minus 4. So that's 30 what? 35.
I was laughing. I was just laughing. I was saying, because I checked Rowland's own. Rowland was 46. The mom, I said, 39 pounds. The mom, the crowd. They're not going to go and look up.
Anyway.
The Alonso move.
The Alonso move. That's important. But honestly, the honest truth too is that I had no eyes on Aspilicueta. If I didn't go for Alonso, I'd have gone for Rudiger. Rudiger would have given me. So honestly, I thought about time like Charlie. I'll just stick like that.
The morning that we did the show, Ray. That morning that we did the show, you see, you were asking me about who. Yes, and I was telling you that. Looking at the players, Aspilicueta is the only one who looks nailed on, right? Sure. And Rudiger was okay, but I told you my love for the right backs. The full backs, left back, right back, as defenders, really helps. And it was so clear that he would be the one playing at right wing back. So I felt that that's an opportunity. And I think he asked me again, what do I think Marlvin's moves will be? You remember?
Yeah, he said, Marlvin, when I said that, as for you there, he knows your move, he can predict all your moves, so he's not even bothered crap.
Now, Ray, let's go back to it, because I said two things. One of them happened, the other didn't happen. I said Marlvin will buy Rafinha, and you get a Chelsea defender. Yes. I said, as for the Chelsea defender, I can't tell who he'll get, but you get it if you can remember. And I said Rafinha. So when you buy Rafinha, I was very surprised. But why wouldn't Marlvin buy Rafinha? Okay, he didn't want to take a minus 4. I think. I
said Rafinha also didn't get 3 or something. I think Rafinha got 3.
No, he didn't score. No, he got 3. He didn't score. It was Llorente that scored.
Who was he playing? I can't remember. Who was he playing?
He was playing. Charlie, you let's go. I'll check. Yeah, Watford.
Oh, okay. My eyes were not even there, but anyway.
Yes. So I think review wise, let's look at the review. I'll come back. I just wanted to do a quick review, then we'll come. Yes. So review wise, it looks like all our calls were going left, right, center, left, right, center, and stuff like that. But I think the Jimenez move was anybody who took the Jimenez move was a very good. And then the Arsenal guys disappointed us again. Bruno did quite better on captaincy. Chris Wood, yes. And I
went to captain
what
Wood.
Come again. Okay, you went captain Chris Wood. In fact, I was on the YFM Triangle show on that Friday. I missed the Accra timing, but the Kumasi and Taka deadline. I was saying that anybody who was a 1 week punch should go and take Chris Wood, because Chris Wood against Norwich at dashing point, and then Chris Wood just disgraced me for all. So tomorrow when I go on the show, I have to defend my call over there.
Yeah.
So that is it there. But with our FPL Ambassadors League, we have Sonman, one of our new subscribers, doing quite very well. Catalan FC is also there. POG 2020. Invigil was around the top one quite some time as well. So the 1,000 Ghana cedis is up for grab. Let's see people rise up. I think only Rowland has been able to move into the top 8 on our table. Some of us, we are way below. So not really a bother now. But before we move on, we did a quick review on. I did a quick review last week when both of you weren't here. We would have joined us, but for want of challenges in the nation, our wonderful nation, wasn't able to get to on time. And I was looking at the fixtures, and I realized that based on the fixtures, okay, some questions is 1,000 on my mind. Based on the fixtures, our planning with the first 6, when we're starting the first 6 fixtures, and looking at that review, I realized that we did quite well, and it was good to use the fixtures to plan. It was I scored it 80%. I don't know how you would have scored it, because the course of players we chose, decided were all good. If you're managers, if you have not watched that video is still on our channel. You can watch it and see how good, with the benefits of hindsight, whether our planning was good in there or not. So now, just a quick talk about this. So now we'll see that Chelsea, Wolves, Aston Villa, Southampton, Leeds, Crystal Palace, Brentford. I won't mention Norwich. As for Norwich, I know nobody wants to go there. These are the ones who are having quite very good fixtures. So for managers, you can start targeting some key players in this team. In Chelsea, you have Lukaku. If I've not bought Lukaku, you try and buy him. And then the Chelsea defenders are there. In Wolves, you have Jimenez, and then one is now on the radar as well. Aston Villa, you can even go for defense. But now Watkins and Ings are on the radar. Some people are looking at Bailly and Bailey, but Bailey is injured, so they are watching out for that. And then in Southampton, Armstrong is there, and then Livramento at the back. In us now, some are going cheap with Saka, Emil Smith-Rowe, and then Odegaard. But some see Odegaard is not more of an FPL guy, though he plays there, but he's not involved in the goals and assists. I know Rowland might go for Aubameyang. If I ask him here, then Leeds, Rafinha. Any update on Bamford injury? Bamford injury update. Is Bamford anywhere close?
He's injured. He won't make this game week.
He'll make it this week. Okay.
No,
Okay, great. Shut up. Nice to have some.
Yeah,
he might not make it this week. So, but yes. But Bielsa's update will surely come, God willing, tomorrow. All the press conferences, so by tomorrow we can confirm. But at least with some level of certainty, we can say that he might not make. Okay, so we have some people in there. Some questions says 1,000 on my mind, 1,000 on my mind in there. And then Fauzi in the chat section is talking about.
You get confused.
And then Sam's talking about what wildcards to do. Okay, great there. We appreciate it there. Great. So. Then Crystal Palace, Gallagher, just that Gallagher too is there, and then Brentford. Now some managers are even thinking about doing Brentford double up with Ivan Toney and then Mbeumo. What do you think about it, Marlvin? Double up or not double up? Ivan Toney and Mbeumo.
They should, if you want to do a double up, do it from their 3rd game week. They face Chelsea and then they face Leicester. Actually, you can start from the Leicester game week. From Leicester onwards, I think it's good for a double up. Against Chelsea, I think it's not ideal. If you have one of them, it's fine to go with them. Then maybe you can double up from the Leicester game. Yeah.
Rowland. Rowland.
Yeah,
yes.
Double up. Leicester has hit a bad patch now. So for now, I think the Leicester game will be the best time if you want to bring the two in, double up on them.
Okay. So it just means that yes. So managers. Good. Yeah. Sure. Thank you. So managers to target these guys in these teams, like the fixtures always help. You always say that though FPL has form, fixtures also help. So look across these players. It does not mean necessarily sell all your Man City and then Liverpool assets. If you look at the other side, we have Liverpool and Man City is quite good. The other upper half of the table. Tottenham is okay. Yeah, some are looking at Son for this week. And Newcastle is there. But people are saying they are going up the Everton trail, Brighton, Leicester, Burnley, Watford. Some managers are selling Antonio, and some are even selling the Man U assets. Marlvin, what is your take on selling the West Ham and then the Man U assets? And then Rowland, you also give me your response.
If you have, so maybe I'll take West Ham and then maybe Rowland can take United. If you have West Ham, some people have, let's say Antonio. If you want to sell any West Ham asset, my recommendation is still keep Antonio. The reason being that he's still the informed player in the league. He's possibly fixture proof. That means it doesn't matter who he's playing. He can still back some goals here and there. Maybe if you have, let's say, Benrahma, or some people have Sufal, and you want to get rid of them, I think you have a case. However, I think it will be a hold for me for Antonio. At least let me make it a wait and see. People were concerned about his hamstring injury, and so far this season he's played both in the Europa League and in the Premier League, and he's been faring well. I understand he's changed his diet and things, and that's why possibly he's faring better. So because if you look at his fixtures, Everton is a tricky one. Tottenham have not been looking great so far. Aston Villa is a tricky. I mean, he has some tricky fixtures. That's the honest truth.
Yeah. Marvin, sorry not to cut you, but even in these games, Everton game is an open game. Everton West Ham are games that are always open. Tottenham and West Ham are also open. Aston Villa will also open. Liverpool will also open. Liverpool Klopp won't shut up. So the Wolves game is also open. Even against Man City, he can score against them. So even though that you're saying the fixture, so continue with your point.
Yeah, so I mean, you basically just said it. So if you want to get rid of, if you have 3 or even have 2 and want to get rid of one, at least I think you should maintain Antonio. Make it a wait and see. At least monitor per game week, and if you have another option you want to move to. But I think Antonio needs to stay in your team.
Okay. Rowland, Man U. Rowland, Man U assets.
So for the Man United aspect, if you are keeping attackers, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just the fact that Ronaldo. Yeah. So with Man U, with Ronaldo being costly, that's the problem. Bruno is also costly. Right now, I can say Rashford coming back is the one that can really help managers get into that Man United team. Over these fixtures, we know that Man United attackers are usually fixed.
Is he breaking or is breaking?
He's breaking.
Play well attacking wise. Whatever the case be, goals would, they would score. So I think that Leicester away without Ndidi, Leicester have been looking very average this season. And then we are even getting news that Brendan Rodgers is leaving for
He's not going. He said
Newcastle.
He won't go.
There's a deal up for him. But Newcastle have to cough out £60 million.
He said he won't
that's
go.
chicken change for that Saudi.
Rowland's feed is not the very best.
Anyway, for viewers,
can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
We can hear you. Is it from my end or it's from Rowland? Rowland.
I think it's on Rowland's end because I can hear
you. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yes, Rowland, we can hear you. You can move on. So, I get your point. For the sake of our viewers who can't hear you very well, let me just build a point for you so that you can just check your internet connection quite well. Yes, we can hear you, but we just want to allow you to just check the internet connection and just work it out. So I'll just pick it from here for a few minutes, okay? So as Rowland was trying to say, Marvin, were you able to pick his key points?
I did.
Yes, I picked it up. So just to summarize for viewers, sorry guys, I think Rowland's feed is not the best. So just to summarize, I think he was talking about Brendan Rodgers possibly going to Newcastle. But as I said, I think he's come out to say that he's not interested in the job.
But if you won't go, the Leicester team, no.
Rowland will come back. Yeah, so as I was saying, there's been news that Newcastle wants Brendan Rodgers because, of course, they've got their whole new Qatar owners, and they want to do a Man City. They want to do a Man City, and of course, they are looking to get in the best coaches, get in the best players. So Newcastle, as a team, really has a good prospect going forward. Of course, not going to come overnight. It's going to take some time. So, it's a team to really look at. But yeah, Brendan Rodgers will not be going anywhere, as he's clearly stated. So that was just what Rowland was trying.
So he was just concerned about the United game against Leicester in there. So just to say that United can still score against Leicester, but United they are facing the traditional top 6, 5 of them in the next 6 games. That is quite a very difficult run for them. So, Marlvin, would you sell a United asset if you have Ronaldo? Would you sell him?
If I had Ronaldo, I won't sell him against Leicester City. Leicester City have been bad defensively because they've not had Johnny Evans. They've had the partner of Soyuncu and Vestergaard, which has not really worked so far. If they had Evans, I don't know whether Evans is back or he's still injured. Let me just check quickly. But so far, defensively, they've not been the best. And Ronaldo against and I think if I got to correct, they've conceded a lot of goals possibly in the box, and that is where Ronaldo operates as well.
A lot of shots in the box as well.
Exactly, and that is where Ronaldo operates. So if you have Ronaldo, I don't think you should sell him this game week, especially against the Leicester side. Evans is flagged yellow, but that is a bit uncertain as to whether he will.
Welcome back, Rowland.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Ronaldo against Leicester, personally, I wouldn't sell him. That's if, of course, you're on a wild card or something.
On a wild card. Okay.
You want to do a 1 week.
No, so the question right now is, have you sold him? That's what I want to know.
No, yeah.
Are we talking about?
Marvin, don't answer the question. Marvin, don't answer the question. Marvin, it's a trick question. Don't answer him.
Don't mind him. I won't be minding it. But I also don't know. That's not the concern. We are trying to give tips to managers. It's not to me. I'm going to about this. I'll just wait for 30 days.
So you can keep Ronaldo. Our advice: you can keep Ronaldo for the Leicester game, and then for the next 5, you can sell him and then bring him back game week 12. If from 12:30, you can still bring him back. You can still keep him, but the point is, Lukaku. If you look at the pictures, Lukaku is getting very good pictures here. You are not those who have Ronaldo and Lukaku. If you don't have Ronaldo and Lukaku together, if you don't have somebody just have Lukaku and Ronaldo together, so there's no need selling him. But if you don't have both, then I think you can make the switch from Lukaku to Ronaldo after this week, especially as Lukaku will face Norwich next week. So that's said there. So managers, please though some players have had the form, they are entering some difficult set of fixtures. So let's adapt. Otherwise, by the time you start going down. Myself, I've already started going down. So we've talked about game week 8. So Rowland, take us through your game week 8 players, key players.
So goalkeeper, I have Sanchez because they are playing Norwich. I know Pookie is on a bit of form, but
he broke the international record for Finland.
For Finland. Yeah, so I think Sanchez is good for goalkeeping. Then when you look at defender, I've gone in for Cancelo because he's more or less a nailed on player. You know, Pep, I don't know about Zinchenko being back, but for continuity's sake, I believe Pep will play Cancelo. And
Rowland,
this is
Rowland. Let me say something. Let me say something about Cancelo. Boys are saying something about Cancelo. Cancelo play all the beautiful football. They say he's one of the defenders with the best football brains, but the FPL points he won't give it to us. Oh,
he's just like Rafinha. Rafinha and twin brother. So I think Cancelo, he can equally go in for Diaz, but because of the explosive nature of Cancelo, I think in a game against
hold on with the explosive. Watch last season we bought Cancelo from game week 5 up to the end of the season. Tell me how many times he was explosive.
Very true.
I think there was only one game week where he scored.
It was only one. It was only one. Only one. Even John Stones had several double-digit hauls and Cancelo.
Yes.
Oh no.
You know, John Stones is one player that I have my eyes on. If he was to nail down a place, man, he'll be my first choice Man City defender.
The injured Pep related to us.
Oh. I'm just trying to give Marlvin some info. The way you give me a salad there.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
No worry.
Pepe, somebody said that. Somebody said that the most interesting thing is what Pep will just do some tweaks this international break on everybody say 5-0 Man City have always been scoring barely 5-0 so people will buy the players and Pep will just so,
the only real player that's KDB and Edison and Diaz. So anyway, let's go on. So midfielder, I'm looking at Son. I initially I wasn't too convinced with Son. You know, Tottenham is not playing good football as of now. But when you look at the stats as well, it seems as if Son is the one getting almost all the points every game week, game in, game week out. So I'm thinking that Son, not that he would rack up so many points because Newcastle themselves, they'll be braced up for this game.
Hold on, Roland. So you are saying that Newcastle will score Spurs 2-1?
Yes. Yes, they will score. So if there's any goal involvement from Spurs, it will come from Son. I'm saying that because this seems to be the last game for Bruce. You know, his future has been up for speculation, and you know, some sentimentality has come into the thing because of it being this 1,000th
Callum Wilson
game,
is back in training.
Yes, and you know, it's his 1,000th game, so it's like we are giving you a parting gift. Try and do something with your 1,000th game and go on a high, leave on a high. So most likely Newcastle will score Tottenham. Besides, they are playing rubbish. Then forward, Ronaldo. You also mentioned Ronaldo. I mean, we were all disappointed last 2 weeks when Ronaldo didn't start. It affected all of us.
Thanks to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Yes, he came on in the 59th minute. How I wish he had not come on, and Salah, I'll get my Salah points. But against boys now, against boys.
Salah point. My friend, get Ronaldo.
If was Salah point, why did you come see him?
I don't mind it.
You know, Raymond kept telling me, Roland, why won't you captain Salah? I said, Ronaldo, captain the guy is you. So more or less, you want to captain him. Why are you pushing the guy on me? So even when I left him and Ronaldo was on the bench, and now I was a bit scared because what if Ronaldo doesn't come on and Antonio does well? Because boys had Antonio as their vice.
Lukaku as captain, Stanley.
Yeah.
Give me 10 minutes.
So boys had Antonio as vice captain, and I was scared because I think we were playing Brentford. So we all knew that game would be a open game. So Ronaldo didn't start, I was looking, going, checking, hey boys, Marlvin was on Antonio. People on Antonio. I said, no, God forbid. It shouldn't happen.
God forbid that, babe.
So when Ronaldo came on, we were all okay. But when we watched the game on Sunday, the Liverpool game, then again I was sad. But I mean, it's all good. Now my differential player is Armstrong. Look, with Ronaldo.
Hold on. But you know, come to think of it, I was surprised that Salah was top number 2 captain in the whole world. Somebody was saying that most likely some of the managers might not have, they missed the deadline the previous. That is why it was still on Salah. I don't know what people, but it looks like watch all the top experts. All have full lot of pods this week. All the top experts, nobody captain Salah. There was no in the great and the good league.
Yes.
Nobody really had the game to captain Salah. So was it like some people were like still Bim or was more like okay,
because they were facing it's just I don't know, maybe it's Vim, but I don't know how somebody will captain Salah when he's facing Man City and Chelsea have like the best defensive record so far.
Sure.
How are they going to captain somebody when I know that and they've scored Chelsea 1-0 already? I mean, how do you even cross your mind? Do you understand?
They have the meaner defense in the league, so why would you even captain Salah?
That's somebody said that FPL has an element of luck somewhere in it as well. But that being said, we have to give thumbs up to Mohamed Salah. You know, Roland, I was telling you last week that I was mentioning Salah because I knew Salah could hit. But the fact was that, you know, one thing I know was that the Liverpool City game would be open. Nobody will defend pure defense, and the goals will come. But the point is, no matter when you're captaining a player, it's not because he might not score, but you want the player who you think will have the best score that week. And it looked more towards Lukaku against Southampton, and then Ronaldo against Everton, as compared, because Salah, you know, the Man City game could have gone and Mane could have scored and Salah wouldn't have scored, or maybe Jota would have scored or Firmino would have scored, and then so the dynamics was some way somehow. But Charlie, just means that we need to salute Salah. In fact, Rowland, I'm sure you are going to captain Salah against Man U.
Huh? Haven't you heard that everybody is not? You don't know everybody.
Armstrong. Oh, the Armstrong to us, so differential player.
Okay, so let's go back to the differential player, Adam Armstrong. He's had the most shots over the past 3 or 4 game weeks. Ray, can you check for me?
Yes. Let me check. I think I sent that thing to you yesterday. Speak. When I find it out, I'll just speak for you.
Okay.
Continue.
So Adam Armstrong, you know, in the beginning I was mentioning him, and it was as if he's not really that much, and that's what FPL is about. When a player is about to hit and you get a player, it goes well for you. Now, if Leeds doesn't have Rafinha, if Leeds doesn't have Bamford, if they also don't have Calvin Phillips, then what's that team going to look like? What's the shape?
Okay.
Yes. So if you look at it, Adam Armstrong.
So Roland, sorry to cut you. So Adam Armstrong, according to the fixture ticker, for the next 5 games, we had the next 6 games, but for the next 5 games, according to Fantasy Football Scout, the team with the best run of fixtures for the next 5 games. Let me even pick our fixture ticker as well, and let's compare. So Southampton has the best 5 games. So they have Leeds, Burnley, Watford, Aston Villa, Norwich. That is next 5. And even in the next 6, they are joint top. Okay. Now it said that Adam Armstrong has the most shots in the box this season for Southampton. That is 12 shots. So in the game against Leeds, where Leeds open, Burnley at home, Watford, Aston Villa, then Norwich in game week 12. Adam Armstrong is a go-to guy, so you can go on.
Yes, the only downside for me is with James Ward-Prowse not playing. It takes a bit of creativity out of that team. Yes, he's just a set piece merchant, but all the same, he allows the kind of play for Southampton to be better.
Sorry, not to cut you. Do you know his partnership with Adams? Because Adams is injured as well. So, I mean, in terms of Shea Adams is injured.
Oh, when?
Okay.
When?
Yeah, I think during the
when. The guy just wants to win. He's not going to play.
Yeah.
Hey, boys. He's not going
see the way you guys are feeding me with information.
Yeah, FPL Ambassador.
Roland, hold on. This week you have had a very tight week, so you've missed a lot of updates. So it is normal. So don't worry. That is why That is why you need to get
I just said that I just mentioned that because I just remember because he mentioned the word Prowse being unavailable, and I think I don't know the kind of partnership he has with Shea Adams. I don't know whether that affects his play as well. That makes him better. The upside to what you are saying though is that because Ward Prowse is not available, if there's a penalty, he's likely to go to Adam Armstrong.
He might take it. That's true.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know the
dynamics around it.
It's possible that those going for Adam Armstrong, if there's a penalty, it's possible that
and then as Rowland was saying, Rafinha is not there. Rafinha might not play because he might not arrive early. And then Bamford is not there, and then Calvin Phillips is not there. So he might just open the league team up.
Ray, is Rafinha part of the people who will be boarding the chartered flights?
Please hold on. He said Man U, the rich teams. Man U, Man City, Liverpool, those who have money. With all due respect to Leeds, what I was saying was that I'm begging Leeds, they should go and talk to my people that please, we beg. We have one player there. You have one player there, promotion, England and buy. So maybe I don't know. That is all I'm saying. So that is so.
Those North American players are at risk. The Brazilians, I think the Brazilian, the people from Argentina and things.
Even Jimenez also, but I hear him because
Jimenez played earlier, I think.
Yes, he played earlier, so he might come in. Yes,
but the others are playing like 35 or 36 hours before
I think they are playing this night into tomorrow. So they are playing this night into tomorrow, which is a Friday, and Friday into Friday, and then by the time they'll finish and fly over and reach and London, it might be Friday night or Saturday dawn, and then they have the match. So the dynamics.
Do they think? Like,
no. It's not EPL. Roland, it's not EPL's fault. It is the fault of CONMEBOL and FIFA. Normally they're supposed to play only 2, but that because of the COVID, a lot of things, there are a lot of backlogs we are all trying to clear. So, so it's more like they've now had to make the South African games like 3 have to go, so that they can try and clear all those backlog quickly. By the dynamic is like that if you are playing 3, you can't finish by Wednesday. You will finish by Thursday, which will affect. So what? So actually, I agree. So they should EPL should have planned with this that we can shift some of these games like Liverpool was requesting that the Watford game should be shifted to 5:30. But then the Watford said that no, most of our fans have bought their tickets, and some of them have already made travel arrangements to affect them.
Like they wanted to bring it down that time.
Yeah, they wanted to change the time. Before they went for the international break, they sent a request to EPL that they wanted to change the time to it. And what the Watford said, the other team also has to be agreeing. Watford said that their fans, some of their fans who might be coming from far away, and they have made their travel arrangements, and they can't change it. They will not agree. But I know Watford knew that if they allow those players to come, they will take away play. That is why they didn't agree. We'll talk about captaincy and let's move on.
Okay. So I've gone in for none other than KDB. He was rested. I think I watched the UNL, the most useless competition I've ever seen in the history of football.
You ever come and get you?
It's useless. It's pointless. It's just a money-making scheme. And they are looking at ways.
It's not business. Charlie, this world is everything's about money and business. Charlie, don't degrade some business for him.
I understand you from that aspect, but you are not thinking about the welfare of the players. Whenever you want the best to show up, you must make room for the best to also be rested well. Because you wouldn't want a World Cup without KDB. You wouldn't want a World Cup without Kane. You wouldn't want a World Cup without Dede Ayew.
Yeah.
Why was he rested? Why was he rested?
No. The day you have spoken, he said that he was carrying a little injury, so that it was better for him to come on and play. But I was like, but if I have an injury, then you don't have to play the game at all.
Did he play? Did he come in to play?
He came in to play.
Yeah,
That's
he came on. He came on in the latter minute to play for the Black Stars. But Roland, I agree with your point as well. But you see, if they were not playing the Nations League, they'll be playing friendly matches. So it's more like so it's not like as if the time they would have been resting. They will still be playing. So it's more like let's officialize the friendly matches in the way that, and then Charlie, let's leave it. Let's go to KD.
I get your point. That's for your point.
I take one now, Rowland.
Yeah,
Rowland.
I understand it totally, but you see, the players from now, they are. They come back to EPL, then they go back for international to the end of the year. Anyway, are you guys on?
Yeah, on. Continue.
Continue. So Captain KDB, yes. So he's more or less the most nailed down attacker in the Man City team. So apart from KDB, you can say you want Mahrez, you want Foden, but they are not really nailed on like that. Okay, now I don't know if there's any player who's out or is
Rowland,
or KDB is
Rowland,
fit.
yes, KDB is fit. An update has come. Ferran Torres is injured. So if Ferran Torres is injured, in fact, I want to say this, like you're talking about KDB is the only solid pick. For the 5-0, KDB is the only solid pick. But the point is that, Gabriel Jesus might not play. Might not. You know that travel might work, it might not work. So Gabriel Jesus might not play. If Gabriel Jesus might not play, then it means Mahrez might have that right slot. Then with Ferran Torres being injured, it means most likely Phil Foden will play. So it looks like at least this week we have some kind of certainty in being able to predict. I'm telling you, I had an update just this evening.
For 1 month, apparently.
Yes, just this evening.
Done something to his toe. I don't know whether he's fractured his toe.
Just this evening. You are giving me updates. You are arguing with us. We know, and we are telling you our players get injured in warm up. Only here argument.
Wait. No, but see, he played in the Spain game.
We agree. We are only telling you that the update just came this evening. So it's anything can happen. It could have happened in training or anywhere. Or maybe he had an injury and he managed and played, and they were more like, okay, we'll take a scan after the game, and then now the scan is saying that it's better he takes the those kind of things like that. But the point is that I was just trying to say that KDB is a very short guy there. Some people might still want to go into the Pep because of the 5-0 we are predicting in here. But then if Jesus does not play, we will get update tomorrow. If Jesus does not play, it means most likely Mahrez will play. So Mahrez on the right. And then if as Ferran Torres is injured, it means most likely Phil Foden will also get a slot assured. So at least 3 players I can predict for the Pep Roulette this week is KDB, Foden, and Mahrez. Mahrez is dependent on this guy. Gabriel Jesus arriving on time. As for Jack Grealish, he will play, but he's not giving us FPL points. So Roland, I think we have stayed here for a while. Let's look at Marlvin. Marlvin, let's have your take also as well.
Okay, so for the goalkeeping slots, I've gone for Ramsdale. Again, Arsenal are doing well defensively. Crystal Palace are actually a good side. They've been very decent under Patrick Vieira. I think it might be a tricky game for Arsenal, but as I always say, my goalkeepers, I like them to have save points as well. And I think there's a potential for Ramsdale to either keep a clean sheet or even have some save points, because he'll be against the likes of Edouard and Zaha. Defender, I've gone for Cucurella.
Marvin, please hold on.
Yeah.
Charlie, it's been a while we saw Samara Limited. It's been a while we saw Samara Limited. Hello, Jonathan Owusu. That's my in-law. My in-law is in the chat there. Jonathan Owusu is my in-law.
Samara
my
Limited.
wife is there. Yes, so talk of Samara Limited says the way you've chosen Ramsdale, boys, to say that you are an Arsenal guy again.
Please, Charlie. The guy is doing well. Yeah. Defender, I've gone for.
We're doing shadow Arsenal.
Oh, defender, I've gone for Cucurella. Since he started game week 4, he's kept I think 2 clean sheets. He had 4 bonus points so far. He's an attack-minded defender, which is what we like to be on the flank. And he's facing a Norwich side as well. Cucurella. Brighton defender Cucurella. Let's
Cucurella. Hey, the way he played against last week, Charlie. The way he was playing on the flanks, Charlie. But the thing is, he's 5 million. You Rowland, you go and check highlights. You see or Bob or Rolf.
For the midfield, I've gone for Phil Foden. I mean, he's actually owned by just 2.4.
The guy with the bushy hair, man.
Yeah, that guy.
The guy with the bushy hair.
Rowland is a bit behind us in the stream. You continue.
Yeah. That guy. Anyway, we are going forward. Midfielder, I've gone for Foden. Foden is actually just owned by 2.4%. I just checked. He's back from his injury. As Raymond rightly said, we might not have Torres playing. Jesus might come late, which means that Foden might be nailed on for this game week. He's facing a Burnley side that they've scored on consecutive occasions 5-0, and I think he's going to be involved in the goals. Vardy is a player who people just cannot find a way to fit him in their team, and he's just the points behind Antonio. He's just been tipping over with the points. He's been doing well, and he likes also facing the big sides. Note that Manchester United are not going to be with they are going to be without their first 2 centre backs, which is Maguire and Vardy.
Maguire the fridge.
And Varane, which means that they are going to have Eric Bailey and Lindelof as their centre backs. And I think Vardy can have some joy against them. So that's why I picked Vardy. Differential player, I picked Watkins. As we mentioned about Watkins, he kicked the ground running last game week. He's back from his injury. Now, I think one of the things that we feared with Aston Villa was that because of the arrival of Ings, Watkins might move to the wings. However, as Dean Smith rightly said, Watkins was not brought in to play the wings. So right now, if you can see, he's doing a 3, I don't know the 3-5-2 or 2, but he's playing 2 up front, which means that Watkins is partnering Ings up front, and he's going to have a lot of joy with that partnership. Captaincy, should I even waste my time? Mohamed Salah is possibly like the best player in Europe at the moment. He's just on another level. He's playing Watford, and I think he's going to have. I think he also has some joy against. There are some certain teams that he has joys again. I think Watford might be one of them, and I think he's going to have a good game against Watford. So yes, these are my picks.
Okay. Not bad then. I strongly agree with you there. So I think as you were talking, Kwame B Flat. Yes, Kwame B Flat gave us a question, which is a very good question at the time as now. So Kwame B Flat, hi. For the last 2 shows we haven't seen you around, but I think it's good to have you back today. So his question is, hey guys, who's the best? So who to replace Lukaku? So yes, so should you wait? Yes. So Kwame B Flag, I think I have seen a picture on Twitter of Lukaku in training today. I saw it, I think, just around 5 o'clock today. So one thing is we need to wait and see and hear from Tuchel tomorrow. But then assuming Tuchel says that Lukaku is not fit, I know when you sell Lukaku, you buy him back. So for a 1 week punt, the best player to get his Vardy against United's league defense, and United, even with their best defense, with Varane, have not been able to keep some clean sheets. So what you can do is yes. So that's what you can do. So you just bring in Vardy, and then next week you can get back your yes. Okay, great then. Yeah. So Marlvin,
I think Kwame B Flat has I think he's just seen it. So he said he's reading on Chelsea and he's seen Lukaku in full training, so he's sticking to Lukaku.
Okay. Yeah. I think I went up to go and pick up that's his comment. Yes, good. So anybody, so all managers watching either now or during the replay, like our video as well, and then just pick up the news that Lukaku is in training. So everybody should wake up for previous update to confirm. But some people are also saying that so who is Chelsea playing in midweek in the Champions League? So depending on that, maybe Tuchel might decide that if he might not be fully fit, he might decide. So let's all wait for press updates, God willing, tomorrow. Rowland is not here. I'm sure he might join us. So let's look at my team, and then we'll come to Marlvin, your team, and maybe by then Rowland might join us. So this is my team. So I've done my transfer already. So I brought in De Bruyne. I wanted De Bruyne. I had planned for De Bruyne long ago, but I was not able to make any way to get him. And then all of a sudden, one popped up in the picture. And then I checked the transfer balance. I realized I could do the transfer. Great. I said, I can now get De Bruyne. My plan is De Bruyne this week. Next week, I'm bringing in Lukaku. So because of one, it's giving me the ability to now have De Bruyne, Salah, and then Lukaku. Because I can't sleep on the Lukaku fixture. That means that I might have to sell Antonio, which is very bad for me. But sometimes I have to make those kind of decisions. So that is it. So De Bruyne and one came in for another -4. Rowland says that nowadays I'm taking minus Papa. Charlie, after doing my wild card, almost one. So I did my wild card. Calvert-Lewin got injured. I brought in Bamford. Bamford too got injured. Backman was injured. So it's like after my wild card, it's like Alonso has been benched. Almost any transfer I'm doing. But I just feel that sometimes it happens. You just need to adapt. So I am now taking the hits now to make the team stronger, so that for some period of time I can move forward there. So it's a 3-4-3. Now the flags are on Arnold and then Jota, but Klopp says that most likely they might play. Rafinha is the only one that challenges. So if Rafinha does not play, Marcel will move in there. In fact, my captaincy was on De Bruyne, but then I felt something. I was telling Rowland about it, that I'm using the shield versus sword method. The shield versus sword method says that shield means I'm protecting my rank. So to protect my rank, I know that even though people are saying that the captaincy cares with the early kickoff, most managers, Salah will be still the most captain guy. And with Salah's percentage at over 60%, even if he's captain by just 40%, any hit by him will affect me if I captain De Bruyne. But then, if I want to go hard and I go with De Bruyne and I don't captain Salah, and then assuming De Bruyne does not hit and Salah hits, it would always affect me. So the plan was, since one is the vice captain, why don't you give it to the one that will protect your run? Because now I need to prevent further drops at 1.3 million. Then you cry. So at least I need to try and make sure that at least I don't go down because the captaincy at that 60% Salah percentage, and it's even going to increase. I'm sure by tomorrow people will still be buying him. So I just need to protect it. So, but actually my plan was to go with the Bruyne captaincy. But I've just had to make the switch. Marvin, do you think it's a wise move to change to the Bruyne captaincy or from De Bruyne to Salah, or what do you think?
So you see, you've mentioned one strategy that you are doing, okay, which is against Watford. Let me try and play devil's advocate a little. You see, whenever a new manager comes, there's this manager bounce. That's number one.
Sure.
Ranieri is an Italian. Italians normally they like to be good defensively first.
Sure, first before.
So it is possible they might try to tighten up, which might restrict the spaces of Mo Salah.
Yeah.
That's one. If you are using an upside strategy, the upside strategy is just jump from one player to the other just because you want to really improve your rank. Then somebody like Kevin De Bruyne is an excellent captaincy.
Sure.
And then I'll come and buttress that point because if they had Ferran Torres, it is likely Ferran Torres would have played the false nine. With no Ferran Torres, anybody can play that false nine position. And if you realize in some matches, Pep has actually deployed Kevin De Bruyne as that false nine. Especially, he likes doing that, especially against Arsenal. Okay. Now, against a Burnley side.
Against Arsenal.
Now, against the Burnley side, that they always look to rack up points. Captaining somebody like Kevin De Bruyne, who has low ownership, and you are looking at an upside strategy, is not a bad idea at all.
Sure.
So I think it's something maybe you should look at. If you want to play it safe, the safer is Salah.
Yeah.
But maybe you should look and see whether can KDB really outscore Salah, who is playing against
That's
Watford,
the point.
who have a new manager, who is an Italian, who Italians like to go defensive. That is what you are up against.
Yes,
so that's something for you to. I mean, you can.
Sure. I've thought about, but what Marlvin, your defender Serrata it's injured, so it means that the Watford defense might not be.
But you see, the thing is that Serrata has actually anyway. Maybe it's because Serrata is not there. That's why they are conceding a lot of goals. Because this season, so I think Serrata was injured at a point. So this season, if you can see, Serrata has not been playing a lot of games. But maybe because of his absence, that is why maybe they are conceding so many goals. I mean, you have a point.
Yeah. So as you are saying, we are all expecting that Ranieri should be, but I think that the time might not be too much for the solidity to come. At least they will prove stubborn. Like I expect that maybe first half Liverpool will not be able to score, but if by 11 they don't score, Liverpool will adapt the strategy and Klopp will speak to the guys. They will hit, and then as soon as the first goal come, the other goals will start coming back like that. So as you're saying, I'm not going with the upside. I'm not an upside change. As of now, all I need to do is I just need to make sure I've set some target. I told Rowland my target is to be 500k by Christmas. Now I'm at 1.3. I just need to. I want to climb guard. I don't want to. If you want to do the quick one, then now it backfires. So assuming De Bruyne does not score or does not get the points and Salah hits, it will hurt me so bad as compared to how do you call it? De Bruyne hitting and then Salah not hitting. I will just rise, but as of now, my focus is I don't need to drop that bad. And the good thing for me is even when I captain Salah and Salah does not hit, I will still gain the De Bruyne points in my team, which most managers will not have. So it looks like all two ways go for me. But I think that the best call as of now, which Pep can also do anything tomorrow, is to just make sure that I'll go. So I'm going with the short strategy this week. Hey, sorry. Why did you not send it Friday?
You just can't wait there.
Yes. So that's it. So Marlvin, your team, and then we'll look at Rowland.
Okay, yes. So of course I did the Alonso move.
Any ideas, transfers? What is worrying you?
Yeah, so of course, number one, my Alonso is worrying me because I know both Chelsea and City are going to go up on a good run of fixtures. If I'm looking at a little bit of attack I think I'm more confident with a City defender keeping a clean sheet than a Chelsea defender keeping a clean sheet against Brentford. So it's likely I might just move to a City defender possibly. I'll see whether I'll see if I want to go more attacking or be more safe because now I have to think long term. Wildcard is something I've been thinking about, but then again, Alexander Arnold, which is not here, which is on my bench.
Okay.
He, what's it called? Initially, he was flagged, but Klopp has said that he's likely to play. Jota is likely to play. Ronaldo has scored a hat-trick in whatever. Do I really want to take out somebody like Ronaldo versus Leicester compared to Lukaku versus Brentford? Do I really need a wild card? I'm just going to throw this out there. I remember when
you need a wild card.
No. Marvin.
I remember when Salah did his magic against Liverpool. All these things under consideration. Antonio is a player on form, so do I really need a wild card? You don't need a wild card.
Marvin, seriously, you don't need a wild card.
The only slot that eventually I'll need to take a look at. I mean, those two slots, Jota, Greenwood, because Rashford is coming. So somebody like Greenwood, I need to move him out as soon as possible. So yeah, these are pretty much like the ideas that I'm looking at. And if I'll do a wild card, we'll see. I mean, there's time. That reminds me. If I don't do a wild card, I'll bring somebody like Rafinha in. Rafinha no member. So what?
I also think that normally when people are coming for international, but anything can happen. Teams are also not settled training, so it's better you just wild card the week after the international break when everything has settled.
I don't know. Leave it too late or something. But at the moment, initially, I had too many players here, but now it's like they're all recovering. So,
okay.
I really need
who are you captaining? Who are you captaining?
Mohamed Salah. What's one?
Rowland, your team. What's up?
See ya. Okay. So for me, when I look at my team, initially I also wanted to wildcard. Then you wouldn't wildcard, you would wildcard. Charlie, I've not really had time to think about it, but we looking at this team, Jota is fit. Jota being fit equals Jota being on the bench. He won't start. Firmino has had 2 weeks.
But Roland. Okay, land.
Hey, let me land. I'm coming. See, the fact that he will come off the bench and he has the super sub, whatever. The fact that he's even been flagged and Klopp comes to say that he's back. I'm not really confident in him getting many minutes to play. That's how I see it. Unless, of course, Mane is fit. Salah is fit. So there is no way Jota gets into that team. And he's injured too. He's now recovering. When you're 15 minutes, yes.
Hold on. One thing about Klopp. The previous week I was saying that I started Arnold in my team because he could have played against City because he would have played my game. To me, that Klopp is not like that, and he proved that when Klopp sees a player is fit, he's fit. He's not those guys who will give you that kind of thing. Number two, yeah. I'm coming. Number 2, Liverpool is playing Atletico in the Champions League, so most likely by 70th minute, one of Salah or Mane might not necessarily come off. So you know that Jota might get those minutes. So even though he might not be, the other 3 will start ahead of. And one thing about Jota, I think he plays better as a super sub than when he starts. I don't know if you've noticed it. When he starts, he doesn't score. But when he comes to as a sub, that is when he actually get the point. So that's my take there.
I understand where you're coming from, but with the eye test this season, we're not really.
Mr. Eye Test.
The man like Jota hasn't been coming off the bench this season, and let's call a spade a spade. He hasn't come off the bench this season. I don't know which game, because from game week 1, 2, 3 he played. I don't know which game he sat on the bench.
No, wait. And it was because Firmino was injured at the start of the season, and then Firmino came again and got injured again.
That's my point.
Yes, so that is why he hasn't come back from the bench. He's never had Firmino as fit enough to compete with him. And even when Firmino was fit in the City game, we were all expecting that Klopp would have started Firmino ahead of Jota. But he started Jota. I think maybe because Jota was fresher to have a player who was playing to meet the City than to have Firmino. So it's quite dicey in there, but you make your point.
Yeah, but you see, that's why I'm building a point, so that you also understand where I'm coming from.
Okay.
I'm not disputing anything you've said, but I'm just also drawing it out there for managers to be aware. Jota we've not seen Jota coming off the bench this season. And when a player usually plays regularly and he gets to sit on the bench, when he comes on, it's totally different from a player who has been on the bench and wants an opportunity to impress. They are 2 different things. Okay. So it's just like I'm just trying to juxtapose it so that everyone has a fair view, right? I'm not saying that Jota will not play, but I'm just saying that you usually want someone who starts from the off, not a player who starts from the bench. That's all I'm just drawing attention to, right? So if I have 7 million and I can do that from a 7.6 and I can switch to a Foden, I'll do it, right? And we know Foden is hot cake right now. So if I can get a Foden for, say, I don't know his price, 7.5, So
Roland,
if you can, yes?
Can you get Foden from Rafinha?
7.9.
Hey, Foden 7.9.
Yeah. It was 8 million, he dropped to 7.9.
But
can you get Foden from Rafinha?
No. I'm not even talking about myself per se, but I'm talking about someone who has Jota.
Okay.
So that's where I'm drawing it from. So if someone has Jota, I have money in the bank to spend, right? But someone who doesn't have money, I was thinking that maybe it can be a quick or an easy switch to Foden.
Okay,
So me personally, it's between Jota and Peritza. So it's either I sell Peritza for Adam Armstrong or I sell Jota for Foden, one of them, right?
Can't you get? Hold on. Rafinha most likely might not play. Can't you get Foden from Rafinha?
Yeah, I think I should be able to do that.
So then you can get.
How would you do that?
No, hold on.
That's my point.
No, so, Rowland, hold on. Rowland, just a minute. My point is, you want to sell Jota, right? Now, at least 1 point from Jota this week is better than 0 point from Rafinha. So then rather put Foden and Rafinha's place. And then next week, you can bring make the sale of Jota.
See.
Or you think that 1 point is not important?
It's not that it's not important. I have Livramento on the bench, so I'm okay with that. So instead of rather selling Rafinha and getting him back, if I'm not going to wildcard, then it creates another issue for me. So personally, I just think that okay, it's cool. Rafinha should be there. I'll start him all right. If he plays, fair enough. If he doesn't too, that's also fine. Then you have Jota. Jota can come on for, anything. I haven't really decided, but these are the two changes. Either I go in for Adam Armstrong or I go in for Foden. These two, one of these two. Because those are the most obvious changes I can make. Yeah.
Okay. But please. We don't want any bad luck with Jota, please. Some of us, we need a point. We are on -4 already. So,
have you answered flat?
Yes, we've answered this question. He's even given us some updates as well. Yes, so that's that is that. I think we are happy to have FPL back as well. We discussed almost every issue. Is there any comments, any issue? So if you have any question or comments, please let us know. With Ronaldo and Rafinha, I think we've spoken about Rafinha. No need to sell him and buy him back. Just keep him on the bench. You might have Rafinha to come on. And then with Ronaldo, we said against Leicester, don't sell him. You can sell him next week. But against Leicester, at least he can play there. We're talking about the Chelsea and the City defenders as well. And then to those who have outcarded, we are giving options about what to do, and those who have not outcarded as well. So any concern you think we've not talked about, anything you think we've not spoken about, you've not covered. Maybe
I'm on another show, so I don't even know much.
Don't worry. Marlvin, so anything you think we haven't covered?
I just remember the wildcard, but we did a wildcard series yesterday, last week, so I think that's fine.
Yeah, so managers who are wildcard and can watch that video. We made a wildcard during the international break, so just take your time and watch it, and then you see what every lesson that you need from there. So let's remember to subscribe to our league. Subscribe to the channel, and then like it as well. The league is growing as well. Marlvin and Rowland, close us today.
Oh, okay. So this has been the FPL Ambassador show. So I think the handles are there. Raymond is the one who usually does the closing, so I'm a bit lost. But anyway,
okay.
So for the Twitter, it's at Raymond Nketsiah. Then the Twitter handle at Ekuban. Marlvin is Mr. Owusu. I've been a bit tight, so I haven't been able to get on Instagram, but I think from time to time I'll try and post our stuff there so that followers can get to see. So we've enjoyed your company, and we hope to see you next week, all with green arrows.
Yeah.
So,
someone tells Samara Limited that he's wanted. He's wanted on the FPL Ambassador show. We are really looking for him as well. Yes, and then some of our power Danzo as well. So all the best to managers, all the best as well. We'll surely meet, God willing, next week on Thursday. And please don't forget to check your team, deadline, captaincy, bench as well. All the best. Okay. Bye. Bye, Marlvin. Bye, Rowland.
Bye.